Welcome back to the channel, soap fans. So, let's talk about EJ DIMERA. Because, honestly, I am just so tired of watching this man think he is the absolute king of the world while simultaneously getting played like a cheap fiddle. I mean, it is actually embarrassing at this point. For the week of May 25 to 29, the spoilers are saying that EJ is finally going to figure out what is actually going on right under his nose. And it is going to be explosive. Like, nuclear level explosive. You guys know what I'm talking about. CAT GREENE and RAFE HERNANDEZ. The secret ISA FBI partnership that has been plotting against EJ for literally months. And EJ had absolutely no idea. He has been walking around the DIMERA mansion in his expensive suits, sipping his drinks, thinking he is completely untouchable. But the whole time, the woman he has been getting cozy with is literally a federal agent working with his worst enemy to take him down. But let's back up a second. Let's really look at this. EJ has been letting Cat in. He has been opening up to her in a way we rarely see from him. Remember a few episodes ago when he was venting to her about his problems? About Stefano's will and Kristen and all the chaos in his life. He actually thought she was a safe space. A safe space. EJ DIMERA! The man trusts no one, but he trusted Cat. And why? Because she's pretty? Because she listened to him? I don't even know. It just proves that the DIMERA men have a massive blind spot when it comes to women who pay attention to them. And Cat. Oh, Cat. What is her game plan here? I mean, we know she is ISA. We know her job is to help Rafe uncover EJ's illegal activities, especially all that stuff with the Versivix resurrection drug and playing God and whatever else EJ's doing in that creepy basement. But did she have to play him so hard? Sometimes I watch them together and I think, okay, maybe she actually likes him. Maybe I'm being too harsh on her because the chemistry is kind of there, right? But then I remember who we are dealing with. Let's not forget how Cat even got into the DIMERA orbit in the first place. She came to town literally pretending to be Abigail Devereaux. She looked like her, she acted like her, and she completely traumatized poor little Thomas. She got all tangled up with Chad, making him think he could have his wife back. And then when that blew up in her face, she just pivoted right over to EJ. And EJ just let her. He saw all the red flags. They were flying right in his face, but he ignored them. She is just a walking disaster zone of manipulation. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. She is messy, so messy. So when EJ finds out, oh man, the spoilers say he is going to make a discovery of his own. How does it happen? Does he overhear a phone call? Does he find a file? Does he see them talking in the town square? Salem is a very small town, you guys. People are always eavesdropping behind those fake potted plants at the Brady pub or the bistro. However it happens, the realization is going to hit him like a ton of bricks. And the part that is going to sting the absolute most, the salt in the wound, Rafe Hernandez. Let's be real. EJ and Rafe hate each other. They have hated each other for years. Decades even. Going all the way back to the Sammy Brady days. The rivalry is deep. It is in their bones. Rafe was the good cop, EJ was the bad boy, and they fought over Sammy until the bitter end. So for EJ to realize that Cat, the woman he has been confiding in, the woman he has been developing real, genuine feelings for, is actually a spy for Rafe, his worst enemy, that is going to break his brain. It's not just a legal threat. It's an ego threat. EJ's ego is the size of the DIMERA mansion. and Rafe just completely shattered it. I can just picture the scene right now. EJ's jaw is going to clench. His eyes are going to get all dark and scary. He might throw a glass against the wall, because that is what EJ does when he is backed into a corner. He explodes, he throws things, he yells about betrayal and family and loyalty, but what happens after the explosion? That is what I am really worried about, because EJ doesn't just get mad, he gets even. What is he going to do to Cat? Is he going to lock her in the secret room? Wait, Lexie just came out of the secret room, so maybe the pod is empty now. He could totally lock Cat in the pod. Would he go that far? Honestly, yes. Yes, he would. Or maybe he will play her right back. Maybe he will pretend he doesn't know and feed her false information to give to Rafe. Oh, that would be good. I would love to see EJ turn the tables and play a game of cat and mouse. Pun intended. But maybe I'm giving the writers too much credit. Sometimes they just rush these reveals and then everyone just yells at each other in the DIMERA living room. I really hope they don't do that. This storyline deserves a slow burn of revenge. EJ needs to be methodical. He needs to channel his inner Stefano and absolutely destroy the ISA's case from the inside out. And what about Rafe? Rafe is going to be so smug. You just know he is. He is going to stand there with his arms crossed, wearing that leather jacket, and give EJ that look. That I caught you look, but Rafe needs to be careful too, because if EJ goes down, he is going to take everyone with him. EJ has money, he has lawyers, he has power. An ISA-FBI partnership is strong, but Stefano's son is a whole different beast. And let's not forget what they are actually investigating. The Versivix drug, the fact that EJ literally brought LEXIE CARVER back from the dead. This isn't just some corporate fraud case. This is playing God. The stakes are as high as they can possibly get. The fans on social media are going to lose their minds over this. I can already see the Twitter wars. The people who love EJ are going to say Cat is a monster who played with his heart. The people who hate EJ are going to say he deserves every single bad thing that happens to him because of what he did to Lexie and the resurrection drug and hiding the truth from Abe and Theo. I mean, they both kind of have a point. Nobody in this situation is innocent. Cat is a liar. EJ is a criminal. Rafe is, Rafe is just Rafe. I just keep thinking about how EJ is going to look at her when he confronts her. Is he going to be screaming? Or is he going to do that terrifying, quiet whisper thing he does when he is truly lethal? The quiet EJ is way scarier than the loud EJ. If he whispers, Cat needs to run. Just pack her bags and get on the first flight out of Salem. Because EJ will destroy her life. He will make sure she never works for the ISA again, and he might just make sure she never sees the light of day again either. Let's also just take a minute to think about EJ's mental state right now. The man is already balancing on a razor's edge. He's got Kristen breathing down his neck, constantly plotting against him and probably trying to steal the DIMERA mansion out from under him. He's got Chad acting all moody and suspicious about Abigail's empty grave. He's got the whole Lexie resurrection blowing up in his face with Abe and Paulina. And Johnny almost died in an apartment fire! EJ's stress levels have to be absolutely off the charts. And now this Cat and Rafe betrayal, it is the straw that is going to break the camel's back. EJ's always had this desperate need for control. He needs to control his family, his business, his narrative. Finding out that Cat and Rafe have been secretly pulling the strings and building a case against him means he has had zero control this entire time. That realization alone is enough to send him into a complete downward spiral. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this pushes EJ back into his darkest, most villainous era. We might be saying goodbye to the sophisticated, suit-wearing CEO and saying hello to the ruthless, bloodthirsty DIMERA that Stefano raised him to be. And honestly, I am kind of here for it. Give us the villain EJ, writers. We are ready. And, you know, zooming out a bit, this just fits the show's usual style so perfectly. They build up these couples, they make you think they might actually work, and then boom, a massive secret blows it all to pieces. But this one feels a bit different because of the RAFE connection. It makes it so personal. It's not just about Cat doing her job. It's about Cat doing her job with RAFE. That is the ultimate betrayal in EJ's eyes. I am so tired today. I've been staring at this screen trying to process all these spoilers, but I just can't shake this storyline. I care about it way more than I should. I want EJ to be happy, but I also want him to pay for his crimes. It's a very confusing dynamic, but that's why we watch, right? We love the mess. We live for the mess. So we will see what happens next week. May 25 to 29 is going to be a wild ride. Will EJ confront Cat immediately? Will he plot his revenge in silence? Will RAFE finally get the handcuffs on EJ? Who actually believes this is going to end well for anyone? Because I sure don't. It is going to be a beautiful, dramatic, soapy disaster. And I will be right here, probably drinking too much coffee, ready to break it all down for you guys again. Let me know in the comments what you think EJ is going to do, because my mind is spinning with all the possibilities.